If you're over 65, or if you take care of your parents, grandparents, or someone you love in that age group, there's something very important you need to know. Something that may completely change the way you see a daily habit that's always been considered essential for health and hygiene. But what if I told you that this common habit might actually be silently harming seniors every day? Yes, I'm talking about taking a bath or shower. It may sound strange at first. After all, we've learned since childhood that keeping clean means staying healthy. But after more than 40 years as a doctor working with elderly patients, what I've seen made me question that belief. I discovered a truth that many people prefer to ignore, but ignoring it can come at a very high cost. I've personally seen many elderly patients faint, have sudden blood pressure drops, or even heart problems, all related to their bathing habits, and every winter I see the same painful pattern. Older men and women collapsing in the bathroom, just trying to stay clean, but actually putting themselves at serious risk. So if you're over 65, or if you have a loved one who insists on bathing every day, I ask you, stay with me until the end of this video. What I'm going to share here could save lives, maybe even yours. But before we continue, could you do me a small favor? Click the like button and subscribe to the channel. It really helps spread this important information to more people, with practical tips that can make a real difference for anyone over 60. Now let's go to the 5 surprising truths about bathing after age 65. Truths that few people talk about, but every older adult should know. Number 1. Hot showers can be dangerous for your heart. Have you ever stopped to think what happens inside your body when you take a hot shower? Most people don't realize, but the heat causes your blood vessels to expand quickly. In medicine, this is called vasodilation. The problem is that when this happens, your blood pressure can drop suddenly. Younger people may only feel a bit dizzy, but for someone over 55, especially those with high blood pressure, heart problems, or poor circulation, this drop can be risky. I'll never forget Mr. Antonio, a very kind 90-year-old man. He always told me proudly, "Doctor, I've taken hot showers every day since I was a teenager. That's why I'm still strong." And he really seemed fine, until one cold winter morning, he fainted in the bathroom after a hot shower. He had a heart attack right there. Luckily, his daughter happened to be visiting and was able to get help in time. He ended up in the ICU, and from that day on, he was no longer allowed to bathe alone. What many don't know is that after age 65, your nervous system, which controls blood pressure, heart rate, and body temperature, responds more slowly to sudden changes. Going from hot water to cold bathroom air can cause something called orthostatic hypotension, a dangerous drop in blood pressure, which can lead to dizziness, fainting, or even worse. Based on years of clinical observation, I can say this clearly. When a person over 65 takes a shower hotter than 41 degrees, 105 degrees, for more than 15 minutes, the strain on the heart increases by 21% to 30%. That's almost like doing light exercise, but in a slippery, closed space full of risks. So, what can you do to stay safe? Here are some simple, smart tips. Adjust the water temperature. Keep it between 38 degrees C and 40 degrees C, 104 degrees F. Use the back of your hand or wrist to check. It should feel warm, not burning hot. Avoid long showers. 10 minutes is enough for good hygiene without putting stress on your heart. Drink water before and after showering. Older adults tend to get dehydrated more easily. Staying hydrated helps prevent sudden drops in blood pressure. Sit while bathing. Use a sturdy shower chair. Sitting lowers the risk of slipping and helps you recover if you feel dizzy. Don't bathe alone. If you're over 80, always let someone know before showering, or consider installing a safety alarm in the bathroom. These steps may seem like extra work at first, but believe me, they can prevent a medical emergency, and your health, your safety, is worth every bit of care. Number 2. Daily bathing can seriously damage elderly skin. I understand completely. We all love that fresh, clean feeling after a good shower, but there's something almost no one talks about. As we age, our skin becomes much more sensitive and fragile, and the habit of bathing every single day, especially with hot water and lots of soap, can speed up skin aging, dryness, and even cause real damage. As we grow older, our skin produces fewer natural oils and lipids. After age 65, your body makes only about half the natural moisture it did at age 20. This makes your skin more vulnerable to flaking, itching, cracking, and even infections, even if you never had skin problems before. And when you shower with hot water every day, you wash away the little protection that's left. Let me tell you about Mrs. Sarah, a 78-year-old patient of mine. She came to my clinic complaining of intense itching, so bad it was keeping her from sleeping. Her skin was red and irritated on her arms, back and legs. When I asked about her bathing habits, she said honestly, "Doctor, I'm very clean. I scrub from head to toe every day." After a few tests, we found that her skin was so dry and cracked that tiny fissures had already formed, open doors for infection. The excessive washing had completely removed her skin's natural barrier. When we showed her the microscope images, she was shocked. "I did this to myself, just trying to stay clean." Sadly, yes. In a study I conducted with a team of dermatologists, we found that elderly people who used soap more than 4 times a week were 60% more likely to develop clinically dry skin. And this is serious. Dry skin is not just uncomfortable. It can crack, become infected, and even lead to hospital stays. I've treated patients who started with just a bit of itching and ended up needing medical care. So let me share with you the practical steps I've developed over years of treating older patients. Methods designed to protect aging skin with care and respect. Reduce how often you bathe. Yes, it might sound strange at first, but the clear recommendation is 3 times a week is ideal. Your skin needs time to recover and rebuild its protective layer. As we age, the oil glands in our skin become less active. If you scrub every day, you're removing even more of your natural protection. Don't use soap on your whole body. You don't need to lather up from head to toe every time. Focus on key areas, underarms, groin, and feet, places that sweat and collect bacteria. The rest of your body can be gently cleaned with warm water or a damp cloth. Less soap means less skin damage. Choose the right soap. This makes a big difference. Your skin's natural pH is slightly acidic between 5.5 and 6.0, helping to protect its barrier. Avoid soaps with alcohol or strong perfumes. Choose soaps labeled pH balanced or for sensitive skin. They clean without harming, and they help preserve the protection your skin still has. Follow the 3 golden minutes rule. Right after your shower, apply moisturizer within the first 3 minutes. That's the perfect time. Your skin is still damp, which helps it absorb moisture better. If you wait too long, the water will evaporate and your skin will feel even drier. Pat dry gently with a towel. Don't rub. Use moisturizers with powerful ingredients. Not just any cream will do. Look for products with ceramides and hyaluronic acid. Ceramides are like little bricks that hold your skin together. They help lock in moisture and block irritants. Hyaluronic acid works like a sponge, drawing in and holding water in your skin. Together, they're a powerful duo against dryness, itching, and that tight, uncomfortable feeling that many older people notice after bathing. Number 3, falls in the bathroom. The bathroom should be a place of care, peace, and self-care, but for many older adults, it becomes one of the most dangerous places in the home. Falls during bathing are now one of the leading causes of serious injuries among people over 60. And I'm not just talking about statistics. I've seen it happen many times over the years. Some cases have stayed with me forever. Last winter, I treated Mr. Francisco, 88 years old, a bright, active man. He still went for short walks every day. One ordinary morning, he slipped while stepping out of the bathtub. It took just 1 second of imbalance, and the consequences were life-changing. Fractured his hip and had to undergo surgery. Even though the operation was a success, he never fully recovered. He lost his mobility, his independence, and in the end, he had to move to a care facility. The fall didn't just break a bone, it broke his routine, his confidence, and his freedom. Sadly, this is more common than people think. Here's a worrying fact. To 8% of all elderly, falls happen during or just after bathing, And here's what's even more serious. A study from Sever Hospital showed that elderly people over 80 who suffer a hip fracture have a 25% risk of death within 1 year. Yes, 1 in 4. So why are bathroom falls so dangerous? Here are the 3 main reasons. Slippery floors water mixed with soap creates an invisible but extremely slippery surface. Even if you're careful, it's easy to lose your footing. Sudden drop in blood pressure after a hot shower. It's common for your blood pressure to drop suddenly. This can cause dizziness, weak legs, or even fainting. Loss of balance and poor lighting. As we age, our balance and reflexes become slower. Combined with dim lighting and a wet environment, the risk increases dramatically. But here's the good news. Many of these accidents can be prevented with small, simple changes. Use non-slip mats both inside the shower bathtub and on the bathroom floor. Studies show this alone can reduce the risk of falling by over 90%. Move slowly. After your shower, don't rush. Give your body time to adjust, especially if the room is warm. Feel dizzy? Sit down, don't force yourself to keep going. Your safety matters more than speed. Ask for help. If you're over 80 or living alone, don't hesitate to ask someone for support. Sometimes one helping hand can prevent an accident that changes everything. Remember this, a small act of prevention today can protect your freedom tomorrow. Number 4, your body no longer regulates temperature like before. As we get older, something quiet but important starts to change in our bodies. Our natural ability to regulate body temperature decreases. Studies show that people over 80 may have up to 40% less ability to adapt to temperature changes compared to younger adults, and this becomes especially dangerous after a hot bath. Let me share a true and, honestly, quite worrying story. This past January, I was called to check on Mrs. Leonore, a 92-year-old woman. On a cold night, she took a long, warm shower before bed, but she didn't dry herself properly and sat down in a cooler room afterward. Less than an hour later, her body temperature dropped to 34.5 Celsius, a clear case of hypothermia. She had to be rushed to the hospital. Sadly, this isn't rare, which is why we need to talk about a topic that's often forgotten, staying warm and safe after a bath. Here are some simple but truly life-saving tips. Warm the bathroom before your bath. This small habit can prevent thermal shock when your body suddenly goes from warm to cold. If you have poor circulation or heart issues, this kind of temperature shift can cause a sudden drop in blood pressure and put stress on your heart. A warm bathroom isn't just more comfortable, it protects your health. Dry off immediately with a warm towel. This may seem like a small detail, but it's very important. Any water left on your skin will evaporate, and that process pulls heat away from your body, just like sweat does. In winter, this can lead to chills or even dangerous hypothermia. A soft, warm towel helps preserve heat and keeps your body stable. Put on warm clothes right after your bath. Don't wait until you start feeling cold. Act fast. Put on long sleeves, cozy socks, and a soft robe. And don't forget your hair. Even if it doesn't feel cold, wet hair draws heat away from your head and can cool your whole body. I've seen many older adults wake up the next day with a sore throat simply because they left their hair damp after bathing. Drink something warm. It's simple and powerful. A cup of warm tea, milk with cinnamon or lemon water can help bring your internal temperature back up. It's comforting, improves blood flow, and warms up your hands and feet, the parts that tend to get cold. First, staying warm after your bath isn't just about comfort, it's about protecting your heart, your brain, and your life. Number 5. The time of day you shower makes a big difference, especially in winter. This might seem like a small detail, but it can have a huge impact on your health and safety, especially during the colder months. In winter, it's important to adjust the time of your shower. The best time to bathe is between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m., when the day is usually at its warmest. This time window reduces the contrast between your body temperature and the room temperature, making recovery after the shower much smoother and safer. Morning showers, although they may feel refreshing, can be a shock to the aging body. In the early hours, your body temperature is still low, blood circulation is slower, the environment is often cooler. All of this increases the risk of chills, dizziness, or even a dangerous drop in blood pressure. Evening showers come with their own risks too, especially if they're long or if you go to sleep with wet hair or in a cold bedroom. This can lead to discomfort, sore throats, or even hypothermia in older adults. That's why the afternoon window between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. is ideal. Your body is warmer, your circulation is better, and there's less risk of feeling cold or dizzy afterwards. Small changes like this, done with care and attention, can lead to big improvements in your well-being. If you found this content helpful, consider subscribing to our channel, healthandvitality. Click and turn on notifications to receive more practical, science-based tips for healthy aging. With the right knowledge and just a few daily habits, you can live 10 years younger and 20 years happier. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, stay warm, and take good care of the beautiful skin you live in. Because aging well is growing wiser. Here at Elder Longevity, we believe it's never too late to live with health, joy, and purpose.